Hi, everybody. This is Silvio Canto in Dallas, Texas on Tuesday, February the 5th, and welcome to our video commentary. Well, in a few hours, President Trump will deliver the State of the Union address, and I wanted to give him a few ideas as to what I would like him to say tonight. First of all, I think he's got to talk about the American economy. The American economy is his greatest success story. There's no question about it. The American economy is doing very well. The unemployment rate is very low. The unemployment rate is very low for Hispanics, for African Americans, and I think he should talk about that. He should bring that up and talk about the success that is the American economy. He should also talk about the border wall, and I hope we change the conversation from immigration to other things that matter on the border wall, such as the drugs going north. These drugs are devastating. Now, a lot of people say, well, that's only a small percentage of the drugs coming into the United States. Well, I don't know what percentage it is, but if we can stop it, I don't see what the problem is with that. If it's 10%, 15%, I've heard it's higher than that, but let's just, for the sake of argument, say it's 10%. Well, cutting back on 10% would help a lot, especially for many of the parents who have to deal with addictions of their kids in school and so on. There's another side to the border wall which nobody ever talks about, and that's how a border wall would benefit Mexico. You know, you have a lot of guns and you have a lot of cash going into Mexico because of the cartel activities. I mean, look at El Chapo and the trial that they're having in New York. Look at the billions of dollars that this man was processing through that cartel. I mean, 100 billion, 200 billion. This guy was processing money that bigger than some countries sometimes. And that's why is that? Because this money and these guns that they use in Mexico come through the border. And I think we should focus on that as well when we talk about the border wall. Abortion. We've had some recent conversations in the United States about late-term abortion. And I think the president should make it very, very clear, very, very clear that he's against late-term abortion. He should force the Democrats to defend it. If you notice, the Democrats are only talking about the governor of Virginia and these 35-year-old photos. But, I mean, that's important, too. I'm not downplaying that. But the reality is that what got the governor in trouble initially were the remarks that he made about late-term abortion. And I think Democrats need to come clean and come clear on what they mean about late-term abortion. I think most Americans, from what I understand in the polls, 75% of the American people are against late-term abortion. And I think the president should force the Democrats to talk about this, of course. And finally, last but not least, I hope he addresses Venezuela, and I think he will. It's time for Maduro to go. You know, when you're down to Cuba and Bolivia, I don't think you have a lot of friends in this world. So I think it's time for Maduro to accept the reality that he's not the president of Venezuela, and it's time for him to get out. Where he goes, I don't know, but it's time for him to get out and let the people of Venezuela have their country back after all these years of corruption and bad management, first from Chavez and now from Maduro. Well, thank you for watching. We have all of these on YouTube, on Twitter, on my blog. And if today is your birthday, happy birthday. Bye-bye, everybody.